Rusty Diamond, motherfucker.
Yo, man.
Yo, man. What's happening? I ain't seen you in like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. It's been
3 weeks.
Crazy 3 weeks. Do you know what I did?
I bet you drank some coffee and took some duties.
I did about 21 of those.
21 of those.
And you know what else I've been doing?
Just chilling.
And did you notice my door? No squeaky
Oh
squeak.
shit, no squeaky squeak this week.
I'm doing it right now. I'm opening it and closing it. There's
no sound at
you
all.
can't hear it. This thing has great audio because we're a professional podcast.
Okay, right off the bat,
Yes.
I just want to say that is the ugliest shirt I've ever seen in my life.
Well, thank you, sir.
I just want to say, where the fuck did you get that shirt?
Well, actually, it's custom
And
made.
what the fuck were you thinking, dude?
Well, I wasn't thinking. I thought it was a great idea at the time.
Yeah.
And I saw this design, and I really wanted to make it. I wanted to print it out. I wanted to...
There's a lot going on there.
Well, there's a lot. It's like a magic eye, but you don't see anything. You just see it right away. But it has a lot going on. Sort of like Where's Waldo meets Magic Eye.
Okay. What's up? I mean, this is YouTube, but you can't see the shirt. What the fuck are these 3 buttons on the corner? Like, is this, here's what it looks like to me. It looks like a laser, like a ray gun in one of these bubbles. It looks like a fucking, one of those symbols you see when things are like, bunny safe products. And then,
Bunny safe products?
Bunny safe products. Hypoallergenic, like, or when they're like not tested on rabbits.
Right, but there's a lot of those.
And the third one, well, it looks like it's been worn a little bit. It looks like a bit of an iron cross that's been worn. So I'm guessing you're like some intergalactic neo-Nazi bunny hugger.
Yeah, that was basically the look I was going
That's
for.
the idea, right?
Yeah, it's a very specific shirt.
Intergalactic neo-Nazi bunny hugger.
Yeah, I like it.
Did you buy those buttons and did they come with the shirt? Or did you like buy the shirt and then attach those really random buttons?
Well, when you buy the shirt, they give you the option. They give you lots of buttons.
Button options?
Yeah, it's like pieces of flair. You get 3 pieces of flair. And so I chose these.
You're like,
3.
I'm about bunnies, ray guns,
and
Nazis.
Yeah, Nazis. And I am.
Because you're ashamed of your heritage.
Yes.
And you're trying to...
I figure with bunnies you can be like, oh, it's so nice that you love...
You almost don't even notice
the
Nazi thing.
And shit. But... I will.
So moving on. I don't want to keep going on about your incredibly ugly shirt.
Well, you know, I worked some hard shit for this, man. I had to...
Was it an expensive shirt?
You know what?
Did it take a long time to make?
Oh, yeah, someone made it for me.
Someone made it for you?
Yeah, me.
What were you like, I want this like kind of Western, kind of lumberjack.
Well, that's because
a little bit of Nazi flair.
Yeah. That says West Linn all over it. A little Western. But you know what? I haven't bought a shirt for years and years besides... I don't buy clothes.
No.
I don't. I just, like, most of my clothes I've had since I was 15 years old.
Okay.
So I'm rocking some fucking 1997.
Some retro.
Yeah, it's retro. I'm retro now. Now it's just like, rather than being the guy who's like, yeah, you're almost wearing fucking 20-year-old shirts. But I am.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
I can respect that.
Yeah, so now I just make t-shirts.
So you already own the shirt and you're like, fuck it.
Yeah,
I'm just going to keep wearing this hideous fucking shirt.
Right, because I want to look like I'm sort of like a cowboy or like a lumberjack.
And you want people to know you've got some serious ray gun shooting skills.
Yeah, well, I do. I'm level 7.
Have you never seen those things on like laundry detergent boxes that are like the little not bunny tested?
Bro, I don't do laundry.
I got people who do my laundry.
Yeah,
They come in once a week. They clean my house. They mow my lawn. They do my laundry.
they're great. There's a great service.
That's how it goes down the mean streets.
Right, it's not one person for each one. I just have one person that specializes
Does all
in
three.
all of them.
Uh-huh.
Because there are a lot of people, they don't know this. They don't know that you can just get them do all of it. Rather than they go and they get someone to do your yard, someone to do your laundry, someone to clean the house.
You got all your bases covered.
All of it.
You
And
don't-
sometimes I cook my food.
Fuck a staff. You just need that one person.
You have that one person that can do it all.
And if they're Mexican, extra plus.
Right. Well, sometimes. Sometimes. If they're not, another plus because, my button.
Because they work for less and they cut your grass even better.
It's true. I've seen some. I can't.
I'm totally joking. I'm not really. I'm digging myself.
Well, you haven't
grave.
seen the mean streets of Westland, and I mean you've seen them.
I've seen them.
You haven't seen what goes on.
I haven't spent like a full
rotation.
They need like that show 48 Hours or something. Is that what it's called? 48 Hours, where it's like they investigate murders in like some hood ass city for 48 hours, and they're First 48. That's what it's called.
40.
Have you ever seen that show? Me neither.
Okay, well good.
I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah, I bet it is, man. 48 hours.
They need a First 48 in West Linn.
They should, and just let people know kind of what it's like living there.
Goddamn, I left my golf clubs out on the porch last night, and this morning they were missing.
Yeah, someone's out playing golf, and they'll return them.
It's always the gardener that's the first one to get the finger pointed.
Yeah, it is. It is. It totally would be. It's not the fucking kids. It's not the kids. It's
not the kids.
It's the gardener. It's the gardener who wouldn't fucking steal a damn thing, but they're getting the finger pointed at them just the same, because
it's easier to point the finger at the gardener than it is to point the finger at your own family.
Yeah, or the neighbors that you don't know that
may be dealing wine out of their garage.
Some people, they do it.
and hawking used golf clubs on eBay as a side hustle.
It was a good side hustle.
So
I hear, man.
But I digress. So you brought up crowns earlier.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Whenever,
Yeah, whenever we last conversed, something like that.
Somewhere in there.
And that's a great segue.
Oh, good.
Into, you remember those?
You
don't know where the fuck I'm going.
No.
You remember those markers you get when you're a kid that are
the ones you sniff and get high off of?
Well, the ones that would like be scented.
Yes.
Where you'd have like, say 15 markers, and one would smell like watermelons and be green, and one would smell like cherries and be red.
One would smell like blueberries and be blue.
Exactly.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just making that up. No, I'm just kidding.
Do those even exist anymore? Or are those like banned because they reinforce
fucking huffing?
it being okay to sniff markers?
Yeah.
Like who the fuck came up with that idea and thought it would be like a genius?
Well, who came up with scratch and sniff?
Scratch and sniff is safer though, because they're not markers. But you think the people responsible for scratch and sniff came up with the idea for scented markers?
It was the 1980s. There was a lot of sniffing going on.
There's a lot of sniffing going on.
Yeah, there was more sniffing going on than the time that I spent in...
Wait for it. Gears are turning. He doesn't know where he's going.
He's
steering the ship, but he doesn't know where the ship is going.
It was a reverse joke. It would have been a lot funnier if someone was sniffing underwear and I was saying...
Oh, that's where you're going. I didn't see that.
A lot more sniffing than the 1980s. Oh. It's a lot better if the joke's reversed, because rather than it smells like me, I'm smelling people's underwear, which I guess sniffing drugs and markers is...
Which one's worse, sniffing underwear or sniffing drugs?
I don't know.
We should take a random poll.
Yeah, I think that should be the
if anybody gives a fuck,
poll.
You can cast your vote for what's worse, sniffing drugs or sniffing underwear. Which is more socially acceptable? You can find Rusty D on the Twitter at PA Podcast. That's podcast.
What if you're sniffing drugs out of underwear?
Then you're a sick fuck, dude. Doing rails off skid marks.
Yeah, that's like that's some traffic shit, man.
That's where we've taken this.
Yeah, back to poop. Poop.
So let me get out of the poop.
Okay.
Segue. You brought up the 80s.
I brought up the 80s.
I've been watching, not a lot, but lately I've been finding old 80s cartoons.
Oh.
That I used to watch when I was a kid on YouTube, of course.
Yeah. Oh, good. YouTube.
Cartoons were awesome back in the day. Do you remember JC and the Wheeled Warriors?
Is this Jesus Christ?
I knew you weren't going to remember that. Yeah, that's your brother would probably know. You're just slightly younger.
Yeah, I don't know that.
JC and the Wheeled Warriors, no? Do you remember Bionic 6?
Nope.
Okay. Bionic 6.
Oh,
woo,
no.
Woo. Super Future Family.
That sounds pretty cool.
Do. Bionic 6. That's how it goes.
I like it. I like the enthusiasm on it.
Anyway, it just brought back memories. Obviously, you don't remember any of the memories I remember, so in a nutshell,
someone else might.
Any cartoons that at the end of the cartoon it would be like Dick.
Oh,
those are always the best cartoons from the 80s.
Yeah, it's always good to end.
The best cartoons came from Dick.
Yeah.
Right?
You're right, man.
You agree?
Yeah, because it was fun even once you're.
And they get like a little kid to say it.
Yeah.
Which made it even funnier.
Dick.
What?
That little kid. That's funny.
G.I. Joe was, I think, a Dick cartoon.
I think it was too. And
Thundercats was maybe a Dick cartoon.
Oh, I didn't get so much into Thundercats.
No?
No.
That was a badass cartoon.
Yeah, I wasn't really into Thundercats or
Transformers.
Or
that was the best, dude. He'd hold the sword right up to his face, dude. The Eye of Thundera.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't have any clue, man.
Dude, what did you watch in the 80s? What did you watch in the 80s?
Wrestling.
Wrestling?
I watched a lot of wrestling.
In the 80s?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you got me beat there.
Yeah, man.
I'm like 89 onward was when I really paid attention. Before that, I'd catch the occasional Saturday night's main event. The earliest memory I have of wrestling before I became a fan was like watching, I think, WrestleMania 3 or WrestleMania 2 on pay-per-view with my uncle. And I didn't know what the fuck it was, but I just knew it was like this big deal where everyone's like, hey, let's conglomerate in this living room and drink lots of beer and watch this, you know? So it was like,
Did you get wasted?
I got way wasted.
Yeah, shit-housed.
I was way wasted. I got shit-housed. And watched Piper. And then the second thing I remember is watching Saturday Night's Main Event, and it was the one pre-WrestleMania 5, the build-up where the Mega Powers exploded.
Yeah.
Where Liz got knocked around, and it caused the one.
In the back room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like Hogan accidentally bumped Liz, and then Macho got hot.
Yeah.
I remember that very fondly, and that was the first like when I was like, whoa, like I took notice. I remember kids talking about it the next day on, or I guess not the next day, 2 days later on Monday at school. And then I don't know, I started watching Wrestling Challenge and Superstars maybe like late 89, early 90, and then it was over. Then it was like, I was embedded in the wrestling,
yeah.
but 80s, huh?
I think I watched a lot.
Because you had an older brother probably that was like already.
Yeah,
you had siblings steering you that way.
Yeah, they were watching it, and so I was watching that. But then I hung out with my little sister a lot, so then I watched. We had like my older brothers watched stuff together, and so I'd watch that with them or whatever, and they watched stuff that I didn't watch a lot.
Like Dick cartoons?
Like Dick cartoons. And so that would usually be when I'd hang out with my sister. And so we'd have to watch something that we'd both be able to agree on.
Like She-Ra?
No, not like She-Ra.
Like My Little Pony?
Maybe. Some Care Bears.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
Okay, your sister's younger than you, so yeah, She-Ra is not in it.
I didn't She-Ra.
Care Bears, I can see.
Care Bears, yeah.
With like No Heart and maybe Beastly.
Beastly? I can't remember, dude.
Wow.
It's been fucking 30, or not 30, at least 25 years. I can't remember, man. I can't remember
stuff. Did you ever watch The New Adventures of Teddy Ruxpin with your sister?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had a Teddy Ruxpin.
Did you?
Yeah, I think I still actually might. Or the knockoff Teddy Ruxpin.
wonder what his name was.
Uh,
Do you remember what his name was?
yeah, I think it was A.G. Bear or something.
A.G. Bear?
Yeah.
Like letters A.G.?
Yes.
Like A.G.
A gangster
A
bear.
bear. Oh, yeah, okay, you followed me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I have that. Because I think I wanted a Teddy Ruxpin because you can go and
Put the tapes
put
in.
the tape in and make it say all kinds of fucked up shit.
He was like such a soft-spoken bear.
He was.
I look back on the cartoon and I'm like...
Because he's a gangster. Because that's why they had the knockoff, A.G. Bear, who
A.G.
was like,
Bear.
yeah.
I don't think Teddy was a gangster.
Well, Teddy wasn't. That's why they had A.G.
Teddy was kind of a
bitch.
He was told tissue soft, yeah. His voice was kind of...
That's why he had a tape, so you can go and put in NWA tapes and shit. And be like, yeah, you know what's going on.
Bumping that A.G. Bear.
Yeah, A.G. Bear, he liked to get down.
Teddy Ruxpin. Yeah, I never had a Teddy Ruxpin. No, I feel like my sister might have had a Teddy Ruxpin. I don't know.
They need to come back with more toys that have... Well, I guess they do have toys
cartoons that tie into the toys?
Yeah, well, yeah, and then you can put stuff to make it talk and do weird animatronic shit.
Maybe some MP3s.
Yeah, MP3s, you can get it to...
Instead of tape deck in the chest of the bear, you just have like some MP3 hub that's wireless and you can like...
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, dude. We should be making money.
Yeah, we should be.
We should come up with a new bear.
Yeah, because...
Get the technology.
Incorporate it into some kind of cartoon.
It reads books.
Oh, yeah.
To kids.
It has to read books.
That's kind of the point, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because then they can read along with it.
It's like...
Get the book.
The parents love it because it's less work for them.
Yeah. Here, let the bear...
Let the bear read the
you.
book to
Yeah.
you. You just hold the book up. The bear will read it to you.
Yeah. Because then, and you can have it... You can... For your kiddo, man, coming through, man.
RG Jr.?
Yeah, RG.
Or as I like to call him, RG2.
Oh.
Not to be confused with RG3.
Yeah, RG2.
RG2. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should get on that. Trying to figure out what the next chapter of my life is. Perhaps inventing a modern Teddy Ruxpin is my calling.
Yeah, I wonder if there's anything of the sort, like, I don't know. I don't know kids' toys is, like, don't know last time I've been into
Maybe I'm a hater, but I feel like they're nowhere near as cool as they were when we were kids.
Right. Well, because it's all, I mean, I'm sure it was...
We're not kids, so it's a little different
Yeah.
when we look at toys, but it's like I see kids playing with, like...
What are they playing with?
What are they playing with? I'm going to find this out in the future, no doubt.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to be hip to whatever the kids are hip to these days.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what kids play with.
I don't know. I mean, I got a nephew, and he plays this thing called Skylanders.
Oh, I know those things.
They're like
they're little
toys, but you like
put
can
them
like
onto
there's like a
things.
barcode scanner and
Yeah.
a game,
Yeah.
some shit.
Yeah, you collect them.
You collect them all. It's kind of like a new Pokemon.
Yeah, it is.
It's the same kind of deal.
Yeah.
You make the kids feel like they're missing out unless they have them all, and you consistently like put that in their brain, like you must have them all.
It's great marketing.
Dude, for somebody like me as a kid,
Yeah.
I would have fallen for that shit.
Yep, I would have too.
I would have been like, motherfucker, I got a checklist. I need to have them all.
Right.
It's my life's mission to have them all.
Yeah, and I mean, once I was a little, I mean, because that shit missed me by a few years.
Yeah.
But being in the mean streets, there were lots of kids who would have
Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards, and they'd be able to get them all because they're the main streets.
They'd be able to get them all.
They'd be able to get them all, and there's ways. There's ways to get them all.
Yeah.
And it's kind of
illicit
crazy.
ways to catch them all. Isn't that what they said? Gotta catch them all.
Yeah, you gotta catch them all.
You gotta catch them.
And they do. People were catching them all the time, man. It was fucked. And I don't know. It was something I never wanted to.
No.
I mean, I was older, but
Right. I was into Magic at the time.
yeah.
Pokemon seemed like what younger kids were kind of into, and it seemed kind of, I don't know. I was like, I mean, I was already into Magic, so to get into some like Looney Tunes ass kitty collectible card game didn't seem very appealing to me.
Yeah. It was.
I don't know what a Charizard is. I don't need to know.
I don't either, man. It's way past anything that I want to know. But I don't. If I was a kid, I don't think I would have been into it.
What do kids do these days? It's a good question. There's no
Yeah, I'm stumped.
Is there like a hybrid Power Wheels that I'm not aware of?
I don't see kids on Power Wheels.
I don't either. Around here, you'd see them too if they were available.
Yeah.
You'd see Power Wheels in the park all day.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, man. Like, and yeah, like.
I guess they just play video games.
But I don't even. But what about younger kids? Young kids aren't playing video games, are they?
No. The fuck? I guess they have iPhones and iPads.
Oh yeah, I do see a lot of kids on iPads
playing like fucking pad games.
Yeah, I do see a lot of that. That does seem to be kind of
the prevalent thing.
Yeah.
You gotta give a kid an iPad.
Yeah, give him an iPad.
He's good for hours.
He's good for hours. You can lead a kid to an iPad, but you can't make him drink. That's...
No. And on that note,
yeah,
that's the show, man.
It's Rusty Diamond, motherfucker.